Hey, how's it going? Felt like it's me. New year, new me? I don't think so. You got the same Pro307 here. First of all, I'm going to point out my Death or Glory t-shirt, which I'm really into. Some of the styles they're coming out with at the moment are really cool. I just want to point out that this is not a sponsored thing. I paid retail for this. Just sharing my appreciation for a top quality brand. So coming into 2020, we're on a high from last year's competition really, because for me it's probably my strongest year in competition. Now I've had good years racing stock cars. I've had first place trophies, second place track championship trophies, and I've done okay, but I've never really felt that I was really given my full. And it wasn't until this year that at a moment we were in the top 10 for the Scottish Championship. And I know there was a certain bit of luck on my side, and I know there was a certain bit of just circumstance, but you know, for me it was pretty good, and I left on a high. We had a full season where I made every event in SDC. I didn't manage to make the Retro Drift Championship rounds due to work commitments, which I was very upset with, and I'd really very much like to do some Retro Drift Championship rounds this year, if money and time permitting. When you last caught up with me in my last failed vlog, I was in the middle of preparing my flat for sale. I'm in the middle of selling that at the moment, my old number 37, ironically, flat that I stay in. My flat has served me really well for the years I've stayed in it. It's allowed me to, you know, have the money to do my racing and also do other things as well. But it's came to that point where I need to move on, and I definitely need workshop space to progress drifting, progress racing, and also progress Pro307, that is the YouTube channel. 50,000 views on my RX8 video, it's mind-blowing. 50,000 views. Who are you guys still watching that RX8 video? It's incredible. Thank you very much for subscribing, thank you very much for following, even though I'm not putting that much content up lately. And hopefully as I progress into a new property, new workshop, we'll be able to, you know, do better with that side of Pro307. I would very much like to do more RX8 stuff. It's just at the moment I'm focusing on the Pro car, which is the Sylvia. This is actually one of the first opportunities in a long time I've had to come out to the garage and just film a little bit. I haven't actually gotten much of anything done to the car over winter. It is much and such the same as it left the track at SDC. I've managed to pull out a little dent that was caused from a wall run at the final round at SDC. And we're going to be replacing the tail light. I thought about going to fiberglass tail lights, but I've got these spare tail lights at the moment. Unfortunately they don't match up with my S14A centre section and the opposite tail lights, so I went and managed to source a centre section for the old S14 setup brake lights. So it'll look okay for me to get back out again this year. So at the start of this year I did have plans to do some work to the car, but unfortunately that's not going to work out. I've got a stockpile of parts that I'm going to be working through as I go through the year. I said I wouldn't be buying any parts, but I've said that before, haven't I?
We think your spending has gotten out of control. Give me an example.
You do not need this car to compete in SDC or Drift Cup. That's been proven time and time again. It's just a case I always like the engineering challenge, try and build it, make it work. It was always a part of it for me, and that's what Pro307 is really about. But this year we're going to have to put a bit of a stop to that. I have got parts that I intended to put onto the car, likes of change of oil pumps, and was going to refresh the bottom end, but it's not going to happen. So we're just going to have to work with what we've got this year, try and get as much driving as I physically can, round about other constraints I've got this year. So what are we going to be doing to the car? Well, in this video we're going to be going in and see Calum Hayes, Calum Hayes Fabrication. Check him out. And we're going to be fabricating a new exhaust system. So let's pop and see what he's got to say about that. Right, once again we're back here at the legendary fabricator that is Calum Hayes Fabrication. So this time, Calum, what we're back getting done?
This time we've gone for a full 3.5-inch turbo back exhaust. We've gone for pie cut bends just for some nicer looks, and also I can kind of pick my own radius in places. And yeah, that's it. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul.
So we've decided to go for a new system. Now, the exhaust that's been on the car has been there for like 3 years now. It's a 3-inch system that had a silencer fitted in the middle to just kind of bring the car down to a better kind of noise limit. Now, I was running a bigger turbo back then, and it was very noisy I had like a shotgun style exhaust system. This is just a straight pipe, and hopefully we're going to get a bit more power and a bit more spool up out of it. So, Calum, why do you think people still put smaller exhaust systems onto big turbo cars?
A lot of it is down to packaging. A lot of cars, they're not designed to have such a big exhaust. So you've got a restriction with sort of getting that exhaust out of the car. Also, ground clearance as well is an issue sometimes. And cost is a big factor too. Some tuners will tell you that having a certain size exhaust is better for a car for a low down sort of performance. Some will say, you need a bigger exhaust for reduce the back pressure. So it's also down to preference as well. There's not really putting a pin on the answer. A lot of people kind of decide themselves, and their mates will tell them this, and it goes down that route as well. So
you'll notice a lot of talk at the moment on the internet about exhaust systems. I remember seeing a post the other day about a Supra running a full 4-inch exhaust. The reason I've went for 3.5-inch is more to do with what other people are running. Some of the top guys that are running RB26s, Dwayne McKeever, some of the guys in New Zealand are running 3.5 straight through. And if those can handle about 900 horsepower, I'm sure this exhaust system will run my 550, 600 horsepower I'm planning to run. So Calum, how do you think the car's going to sound now?
Very, very fucking loud.
If you just kind of hold it behind your back, you can whip it out. It's not the first time you've been asked that. Not bad. So, Calum, a lot of tracks are not going to be overly delighted about that. What have we done to try and prevent that?
Well, we've added on a removable rear section with a quick release V-band, and I fabricated up a tip for the straight pipe, and then I've also fabricated a nice silent section just to keep the noise people happy.
So the idea being, if I go down to a track that has a specific noise limit, it's very easy to bolt on and off. We thought this was the best opportunity to fabricate such a thing rather than wait until after I'm kicked off track for noise. Also, I think it's going to be happy for keeping the neighbours happy with the car working in the workshop and taking on and off the trailer. So, what can I say, but thank you very much, Calum Hayes, for all the fabrication work. So what can we say but thank you very much to Calum Hayes Fabrications for doing fantastic work for us once again and fitting us in. If you get the chance, please check him out on Instagram at Calum Hayes Fabrication, also on Facebook as well. Give him a like and give him a share. Thank you very much, Calum. And yeah, I need to get on to the next bit. See ya. Our next event we're going to be going to, I believe, is Road Concept. Road Concept is a charity event we went to last year, myself and Stephen Black, and we had a great time, so we're really looking forward to that event. I'll be honest with you, I just can't wait to get back out in the car and drive it this year. And something that I wasn't sure we're going to be able to do, it looks like we're going to get the chance to do it. I've got tyres, the car works, touch wood, the car works, and a few tweaks and we should be ready to go. Let me know what you think of my videos. Please leave me a comment. Like and share is always appreciated. And thank you very much for watching. Catch you next time.